Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Charlie and today I have a fire element yoga flow for you. This is a strong, dynamic and challenging practice that is going to be great for any intermediate yogi who loves arm balances, hip openers and some inversions too. When you are ready, we're going to get started kneeling. Option to have the knees together or to have them a little wider. Just resting the hands on the thighs. Then roll your shoulders back, draw your chest forwards, arching the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, rounding the back, roll the shoulders forwards, bring chin to chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Keep that flowing with your breath. Start to pick up the pace. We begin to build some internal heat and fire. And then returning to neutral. Make little fists with your hands. Just roll out your wrists. Really big circles a few times clockwise. And then anti-clockwise. Shake out your hands all together. Come into plank position. And then you can start just pedaling out your plank. So bending one leg, straightening the other. Like a walking plank. Then you can add in a little twist. As one knee bends, you'll twist the knee across the body. Straighten out and switch. So it becomes like a rolling plank. You can start to get a little funkier with it as you become more familiar with the movement. Nice, then finding your plank, come over onto the left side for side plank and lower your left knee down. Right arm reaches overhead, take a full inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arms forwards and over to the right side. Inhale in your gate pose. Back again, sweeping forwards over to the left. Inhale. Exhale to your right. Keep that flowing twice more, picking up the pace. The next time you come back to the left side, lower the right hand, turn to face forwards. Bring your left knee into your nose. Hold it there, pushing the floor away. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg for plank. Open out into side plank on your right. Lower the right knee down. Then reaching your left arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms forwards, come over to the left for a gate pose. Sweeping forwards over to the right. And you know the drill now, keep that going. Really building some internal heat. One more. Come back to your right, plant the left hand, face forwards. Pick up your knee towards your nose and hold. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg back to plank. Lower the knees down for your tabletop and lower down onto your belly. Open your hands wide, come up onto tented fingers. Then pushing through the fingertips, inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, chest comes down. Inhale, you lift, rolling up. Exhale, lowering down. 2 more at the pace of your breath. Hands can come under the shoulders now. Bend your right leg and roll to the left side. Plant the foot behind you. You're just going to tap the foot. Come back through center. Bending the left leg, rolling right, tap the foot. through center. Keep that going, so you're pushing through the hands to shift your weight side to side. Once more to each side. Good. Back through center, push up into your plank. Open out to side plank on your left, lifting the right leg high. Slowly step your foot forwards, come to lizard lunge. Keeping the back knee raised, just start by rocking forwards and backwards. Open out your back foot, sink your hips towards your right heel, and you can just bob up and down. Getting a stretch for the inside of the left thigh. Turning back to face forwards in lizard, then turn to your right for twisted lizard. Right arm can reach down towards the mat. And here you're gonna push the floor away, lift the hips, reach overhead. Exhale, sink. 3 more. Moving with the breath. Finding that power as you push away. Come back to your twisted lizard. Spin to face forwards. Shift weight into the front foot. Lift the back leg for warrior 3. Slow it down a moment. Find your balance. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back foot, plant the hands. Front leg sweeps back to 3-legged down dog. Inhale. Look forwards, exhale, ripple to a 1-leg plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Nice. Push back up to plank. Open out to side plank on your right. Lifting the left leg. Slowly step the foot forwards, come to lizard. Starting by rocking forwards and backwards. Then open out the back foot and you're just bobbing up and down, sinking the hips towards the left heel. Turn to face forwards and twist to your left for your twisted lizard. And push the floor away, reach overhead, lift up, inhale. Exhale, sink. 3 more. One more. Find your twisted lizard, spin to face forwards, moving into your warrior 3. Pause a moment here. Compose yourself as you find the balance. Lower the back foot, plant your hands, front leg sweeps back to 3-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, shift forwards, 1-leg plank. Lower through your vinyasa. Come through your upward facing dog, and then you'll hold this here. Just start to rock side to side, rolling on the tops of your feet. Hanging out a little bit each time on the left and the right. So you stretch the whole side of the body. Come back through center, pick up the hips, pushing all the way back to downward dog. Come up onto your fingertips in your downward dog. Then let your chest sink down so you get a really juicy stretch for the shoulders and the front of the body. Slowing down the breath a few moments, taming that fire that you've cultivated within. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step the foot forwards, arms up, high lunge. Bend your right arm, bring the hand down the back, reach the left arm up the back. Hands come together. You could always use a strap here or just hold onto your clothing. And start to arch back. Drive the feet down into the mat for stability. Hold this here. Super slowly lower the back knee down. Let your hips sink down and forwards, coming into a deep low lunge. Release the hands, plant them on the mat, and extend your front leg, half splits. Beautiful. Extend the back leg, hold on to your front big toe, and lift up into an extended side plank, pushing the foot into your hand. Keeping a hold of the foot, step the foot forwards. Hold on to the back of your ankle as you sweep the back leg up for standing splits. Reaching through your tiptoes, hold this here, steady the breath. Lower the back leg, plant the hands, front leg sweeps back to three-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale through your one-legged vinyasa. Coming back to downward dog. Nice. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through to high lunge, arms up. Left arm bends, right arm comes up the back. Hands draw together. Start to arch back. Really press your feet into the mat for some stability. Super slowly lower that bad knee down with control. Sink the hips forwards and down. Release the hands. Straighten the front leg, coming into your half splits. Steady the breath. And lift your back knee, hold onto your big toe, come up into your extended side plank, sweeping the leg high, pressing the foot into your hand. Keeping a hold of the foot now, step forwards. Hold onto the back of your ankle as you lift the back leg, standing splits. Using the strength in the lifted leg to reach a little higher. Wonderful. Lower the back leg, plant the hands. Front leg sweeps back, three-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale through your one-legged vinyasa. Coming back to downward facing dog. Settling in, 5 steady breaths here. You could take any variation of down dog that you like. Doesn't have to be the way you always do it. Looking forwards. Inhale. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Bring the hands under the feet. Toes are right up against the wrists. Let your head and your chest hang heavy over your thighs. Pause. You could start to wiggle your toes, give your wrists a little massage here in preparation for our crow pose. Release the hands, plant them in front of you. Bring your knees to the backs of your arms. And you're either coming into crow or straightening the arms for crane. Lower the feet and bring them as wide as your mat. Sink the hips down, form Halasana. Bring hands together in prayer if the balance is there. Soften your eyes closed. Witness that heat that is built in the body, that internal fire, that energy. Plant the hands straight in the legs. Find a wide forward fold. Walk your hands over to the right and bend your knees and spin your feet to turn around and land in your cow face. So knees should be stacked. It's okay if not, you can always just rearrange them. Left arm will come up the back. Right arm will reach overhead. Lifting from the crown of your head, sitting up nice and tall. Release the hands, straighten the leg that is underneath, so the left leg, and then you'll cradle the right leg into your chest, rocking the leg side to side. Each time you rock, see if you can draw the knee back, almost as if it's coming behind you. And then sitting over on the left side so that you can pick up the right leg even higher. Edge the back of the knee onto the back of your shoulder. Left hand will hold the foot, right hand will come down to the mat as you extend the leg up to come to compass. Keep turning your chest open, gazing under the left arm. Wonderful, and release. Bring the right foot to the crease of your left thigh or left hip. Reaching the arms up, flex the left foot. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, release your hands. We'll switch legs. So, left leg will cross over the top of the right. Right arm will come up the back. Left arm overhead for the bind. And soften your eyes closed. Just pause here a moment. Observe your breath. Notice what's going on in the mind. Release the hands, extend the leg that is underneath, and cradle your left leg. So just rocking side to side. Each time, seeing if you can draw the knee a little further back. Okay, then sitting on your right so that you can lift the left leg higher. Bring the back of the knee to the back of the shoulder. Right hand will hold the foot, left hand will come down as you extend the leg for compass. Turn your chest, gaze under the right arm. And release, bring your right foot to the crease of your left foot, to the crease of the right hip. Reach your arms up, inhale. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come back up. Extend the left leg forwards. Then bending both knees, hold onto your big toes. Slowly, you could go one by one or you could go both at the same time. Extend your legs up. Arms are straight. Lift from the crown of the head. Wonderful. Release the hold of the big toes. Cross your ankles. You'll jump back to plank or chaturanga. Inhale through your upward facing. Exhale back to downward facing. Doesn't matter if you're facing the back of the mat, but if you prefer, you could turn around about now. Just slowing down the breath a few moments, preparing for our next sequence. It is a spicy one. Lift your right leg high and open out your hip. Bend your knee. Then sweep the leg forwards to come into pigeon. Edge your back foot down the mat. Flex your right foot. Then bring the right elbow into the foot. And then you can clasp the hands, just pressing into the mat to turn the chest open. Deep breaths here. Release the twist. Keep the arms as they are. Sweep your back leg forward, so left leg will cross over right. Then twisting left again, right elbow will press against the knee to turn the chest open. Good, you can release the hands, stay in the twist, just edge this right foot closer to you so you have more space. Plant the hands and lift the hips. You're looking to make a ledge with the arms so that you can eventually pick up the legs. Keeping the legs crossed here, hold this. 3, 2, 1. Sit the hips back down so you're landing in the twist that you were just in, but step the left foot forwards, shift forwards, extend the right leg back. Warrior 3. Holding this here, nice steady breaths. Inhale. Exhale, standing up, hug the knee into your chest, lift from the crown of your head. Cross the right ankle on top of the left knee and sit your hips down. Hands can come into press, shift your weight back through your heel. Wonderful, plant the hands. Again, you're gonna make a ledge, bring the back of your leg to the back of your arms. If you're new to the pose, you could just stay here. If you're familiar, you could lift the foot, maybe even extend the leg. Keep pushing the floor away, shifting weight into your hands. And then we'll step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa at your pace. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Left leg will lift this time, opening the hip, bending the knee. And sweeping the leg forwards, coming into pigeon. Edge the back leg down the mat, flex your left foot. Bring the left elbow to the inside of the foot. Hands come together, pushing away from the mat to twist to the right. Keep the arms as they are, but release the twist. Sweep your back leg forward, so right foot crosses over the left knee, and twisting to the right again, pressing left elbow against the knee. Good. Stay in the twist. You can release your hands. Bring the leg that is underneath a little closer to you to make space. Plant your hands and then you'll rock forwards. Picking the hips up, keeping the legs crossed here. Keep pushing the floor away. Hold 3, 2, 1. Sit the hips down so the legs should land around about where they were. Plant the right foot in front, shift forwards, come through to warrior 3. Beautiful. Standing up, hug the knee into your chest. Lift from the crown of your head. Then left foot will cross on top of right knee and sink the hips down. Shifting weight back through your heels. Getting a nice stretch for the outer left thigh, down the back of the glutes. Wonderful. Plant your hands, shift forwards, coming into the same balance. Go to the level that works for you today. And then we'll step back to plank. This time from our plank, we'll lower our knees and sink our chest down for puppy pose. So giving the shoulders a nice stretch after a challenging sequence. Hold it here. Deep breaths in through the nose. Long breaths out through the nose or mouth. Lift your chest, bring your forearms down to the mat. Then tuck your toes, lift your hips. And you could walk the feet in for dolphin. Bring your chin to your chest, let the neck relax. Focus on pushing through the forearms. Nice. Lift your elbows, walk your hands towards your feet. Bring opposite hand to elbow and just sway it out in ragdoll. Beautiful. Lift the chest. And then step the feet wide into a straddle position. Hands can come to the backs of the ankles, folding forwards here. Crown of the head comes towards the mat. If headstand is in your practice, please feel free to come up into a headstand. If not, just stay in the fold. If you're coming to headstand, you could play around with any variation that works for you. If you're in headstand, slowly come down, back to the fold. And then lifting the chest, using your hands for support. Bend your right leg and lunge to the right. Spin your left foot open so the toes point up and you're looking to sink the hips down as far as you can. Maybe you can even sit the hips all the way down. If that's the case, press your right arm against the inside of the right leg so you're keeping the knee elevated. Good, then sitting back up, shifting to the left side. Spinning the right toes to face up for Skandasana. Again, seeing how low you can get the hips. If you're sitting all the way down, the left arm will press against the inside of the leg to keep the knee back. Coming back up now, straighten both legs. And using your fingertips for support here, just let your legs edge to the sides of the mat. Coming down towards a side split position. Just go as low as is comfortable. And then start to tilt your pelvis forwards. This will help aid the legs moving out to the side, especially if there's any anatomical barriers there. You may even find that you can come down to the forearms, rest your head in your hands, slow down your breath here. Slowly lift up, edge your legs together. They may feel a little sensitive, so go slowly. Then come down into a tabletop position. Extend your right leg out to the side. Sit your hips back towards your left heel. Then walk your hands over towards your right leg, folding to the right. Come back up to tabletop, extending the left leg to the side, sit the hips back on the right heel, hands walk over to the left leg as you fold. Come back to tabletop. Then bringing big toes to touch, opening the knees wide, sinking the hips back for child's pose. Reaching the arms as far forwards as you can to lengthen the spine. And as we start to slow down the practice, you can give yourself permission to let go now. Really relax into each pose. Walk your hands into your knees to lift up. And spin your legs round. Come and lie down on your back. And as you lie down, lift your legs up. Flex your feet, and you're looking to align your ankles with your hips. Open your arms out into a T shape. Just allow the weight of the legs to be supported by the hips as the bones stack. Hug your knees into your chest. You can bring each hand to each knee and open your knees wide. Option to stay in stillness or rock side to side. And bringing the knees back through center, drawing the legs over to the left side of the mat to come to a twist. Right arm reaches to the right side and you can gaze over your right shoulder. Lift the knees, bring them over to the right side. Left arm reaches out to left side, gaze over your left shoulder. You can start to close down the eyes now, just preparing your body to rest. And then bringing the knees back up. Straighten out the legs. Relax your arms by your side. Settle in for Shavasana. Full permission to let go now. Bring your awareness to your body. Notice if there's any areas that are still holding on to tension or tightness. And with each exhale, focus on releasing into those areas. Let the body get a little softer, a little heavier. Find that sense of easing into Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. With each breath, becoming more aware of the space around and beneath you. Invite small movements back to your fingers and your toes. Gently hug your knees into your chest and roll onto your side. Taking a few moments here in a ball, savoring this practice. And coming up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed for now. Sitting up nice and tall, lifting from the crown of your head to lengthen, decompress the spine. We'll finish with a deep breath in and a soft exhale out. When you're ready, flicker the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoy the many challenges in this fire element flow. I would love to hear your feedback, so if you do have a moment, please leave a comment. It's always appreciated. I hope to see you again for the next one. Bye.